The brooms are out. The Cubs sweep the lowly A's and move to 11-6 on the campaign. And there's some minor league high-level prospects that are rolling. Come on and join us.
Are Locked On Cubs, your daily Chicago Cubs podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
You are Locked On Cubs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Alongside Sam Olber, I'm Matt Cozy. Please support the show and be a part of the Locked On Cubs community, because that is what we are here, by following on all audio platforms. And you can watch, subscribe, and leave a comment on YouTube. Thanks so much for making us your first listen. Sam and I are lifelong fans, taking our passion into a discussion with you on all things Cubs. Welcome to our everydayers who are with us each and every day. And you can let us know you're an everydayer by adding your own comment here on YouTube or in your ears on audio. You could send us a tweet at Locked On Cubs. Well, another fun episode underway as the Cubs sweep the A's on Wednesday, finish the road trip 5-1. That's 4 straight series wins as the Cubs sweep the A's. Wednesday's series finale, a 12-2 final. Cubs scored 4 in the 6th and 5 in the 9th to make it a decisive victory. We got the broom out. We got the big blue train going. The Cubs are 11-6 on the season now, Sam.
Yeah, and 11-6 with a very tough schedule. I would say the only team in the National League that has played a tough schedule that has a better record than the Cubs, unfortunately, is the fellas from up north.
Go figure, yeah.
You know, they played the D-backs, the Mariners, the Padres all on the road and have just dominated, but that's neither here nor there. The Braves haven't beaten a team yet over 500. The Cubs are rolling right now. I know, look, I was surprised at how bad the A's were. I'll admit it. I thought that they were bad. I didn't think that they may not get to 50 wins bad. But the Cubs did their job. Sweeping a team, I don't care who it is. If the Cubs were to play AAA Iowa tomorrow, sweeping them is not easy. It's just not easy to sweep a professional baseball team. And they did that, and they did it in convincing fashion. And these last 2 games were close going into the late innings. Today it was a tie game. I think it was top 6, right? Was it 2-2
yes,
top 6?
Yeah.
And because that was the last inning I was able to see. And just getting into this game, I just want to, the one thing before we get into the individual players and Steele, because we always criticize our manager, their manager, and it wasn't Marcotte because he was ejected from this baseball game early, and rightfully so, because it was a ridiculous call. But they had a chance to turn around Ian Happ, bring in a lefty, then have a lefty face I think it was Bellinger, and then have a lefty face Rios, which turned into be Terens. He waited to face Happ with the righty. Happ walked. Then he brought in the lefty, but because of the 3-batter minimum, then that lefty had to face Wisdom. Wisdom hits the big double. That was pretty much the game. So that was just an example of poor managing, how I view the game from my lens. But overall, it was just another really good game. I thought won't show up in the box score, but Dansby Swanson's eye was a real key in this ball game.
Yeah, he had a 3-walk ball game, I feel like that's
technically it did show up in the box score. But if you watched it, his walks really started things.
Yeah, not something that's on the highlight sheet, right?
But
it's definitely an impressive number of walks in a single game.
And his chase rate and his eye is all really, sticking out, improved so far this season. So that's nice to see, because his power's not there yet, but that's going to come if he keeps taking walks, because people are going to start to groove pitches to him.
Yeah, and hopefully maybe as soon as this weekend, which we'll get to later in the program. But Horner had 3 hits in this game, Sam. Happ, Bellinger, Hosmer, Madrigal all with 2 hits each. Happ doubled twice. Horner added a double. Terens doubled. Wisdom tripled. And Hosmer homered. Justin Steele, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks. ERA on the season now 1.44. Keegan Thompson went 2 scoreless following Steele, and Julian Merriweather finished it in the 9th. A lot of highlights from this one. The one for me that pops off the page would first be, Steele. As much as I'm inclined as an offensive person with this game, wow, Stroman and Steele right now are a lethal 1-2 punch. And for them to be at the top of the leaderboards in their respective leagues and earn run average and just the metric snowball from there has been very exciting. I don't care about the opponent. You're competing against the game, especially to open a game and go as deep as they are.
Right.
And, Horner near his where he grew up, really had a nice game and a nice series.
Yeah, Steele has been one of the best pitchers in all the land since last June.
Yeah. Oh, easily.
And don't worry, I took care of it for you. I went to the local BP. There's a local BP gas station right here. And, shout out to them. I bought a few scratch-off lotto tickets because Eric Hosmer hit a homer today.
Yes, he did.
So it might just be one of those days.
I wasn't so sure. Yeah.
We might win a lot of cash.
Okay, well, let's keep us updated on that.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. It's your money. But yeah, I agree. I mean, Horner continues to hit. I mean, they're rolling right now. I don't know what else.
Rolling.
On the bottom of our YouTube show, it says hot and cold. I mean, there's maybe 1 or 2 guys that are cold. The whole team's white hot. And I have a big statement. Here's a tease that you call in your industry, Matthew.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a big tease. The tease is I'm going to say something really big when we preview this next series. I'm almost nervous about it.
Really?
Yeah, something real big. But
wow.
yeah, I agree with you, Steele, Horner. I mean, it's hard to pick a guy. I mean, they all are rolling right now. Listen, we went in to this trip as a show. 3-3 was acceptable. 4-2 was awesome. They went 5-1.
5-1.
Folks, on this trip, they hit an eagle.
Wow.
It was an eagle road trip.
True? This is an eagle in baseball golf? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because I had them winning 2 out of 3 in Oakland and losing 2 out of 3 in LA, and they went -1 both times. I'm not a golfer. Heck, I can't even swing one. But that's an eagle in golf.
My.
And at 11-6 right now, I would have to do some math. I haven't put it in front of me. They're at least 3 under, at least.
Right, which is great.
And we get to 10 under pretty soon by June, July. What time is the first playoff game?
Well, hey, let's never too early to dream.
I'm just having fun. It's a show.
Daily program.
And I just want to say this because I love baseball.
Sure.
I feel bad for the city of Oakland.
Yeah.
I mean, folks, that's a team that three-peated in the 70s. This is great baseball history. Vida Blue, Reggie Jackson, the early 2000s.
Ricky Henderson.
Yeah, Ricky Henderson, all these guys. And, they don't belong in that city anymore. And it's a shame because it used to be a great baseball city.
There's a lot of cities vying for their team.
I could have landed a plane on the field. I mean, there was nobody there. I mean, I could have done some sort of weapon testing. I could have done some sort of weapon testing for the United States. There was nobody in the stands. I've never seen it. The Cubs are in town. They're not playing. They're not playing the Marlins.
Matter who's in town.
They're not playing the Marlins. Is there anybody that lives in Oakland? I mean, the Oracle Arena when the Warriors used to play there was packed through the roof.
They don't play there anymore?
No, they play at the Chase Center. That's now located in San Francisco. They call that the City by the Bay.
Velo, high velo and solid secondary stuff like we thought from A's pitching prospect Mason Miller.
He was good.
Who made his MLB debut. So, what grade would you give the Cubs against that type of guy?
Good. I thought they handled him perfectly.
Yeah.
Horner, man, does Nico Horner not get phased by a fastball?
Right.
4th pitch of the game, 100 miles an hour in on his hands, line shot, base hit, left field.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy was kind of like Hunter Greeny. Tons of velocity. Cubs were able to make him work a little bit. He got tired towards the end. I was almost surprised how long he went. I think he got to 80 plus pitches.
He got to 81.
Yeah. But they hung in there. He had a couple innings where you were like, "Oh boy, that kid's going to be something." But
Yes.
the Cubs hung in there. I thought the biggest play of this game was it was bottom 5, 2 on, 1 out, first and third, 1 out. Steele was laboring a little bit. We had a little misplay in right field by third baseman Patrick Wisdom as we continue not to carry a fourth outfielder.
Correct.
So and by the way, I'm mad at myself. I had on my notes to mention I knew Suzuki wasn't going to play today. It was an obvious built-in day for him. And so we got our, and then Dansby had a little bit of a throwing error, but it really wasn't his fault. You look up, it's first and third, 1 out, and a run in for the A's, and it kind of could have, snowballed from there, and Steele got a huge double play ball, and it just flipped the game.
Yeah, no, it was close today through the middle, up until the middle.
Yeah,
of the game.
It was a very lopsided. Like the Cubs, by the way, have the best run differential now in the NL. But these
Even
last
better than the Brewers.
yes,
Wow.
but the last, well, think about all the blowouts that they've just had.
You're right. No,
They just beat the A's by 700.
Yes. Yeah.
But these last two games weren't cupcakes.
No, it was close throughout.
Yeah.
Yeah, up until the end and +4 on Tuesday. But
man, am I excited for the last part of this show.
And I'm glad that broom is out. Very exciting stuff. So coming up next, we do get into hot.
I get to use it finally because if you see my apartment, you know what I mean.
We do get into hot and cold, as Sam said. There is a lot of hot performances. We are going to dig into both sides of that spectrum, and we do that coming up next. My goodness, do we have some breaking news here on the program? Welcome back to Locked On Cubs, Built Bar.
It's been a while.
Something exciting is coming to Built Bar on April 22nd. Okay, that's this weekend.
Right.
We don't have all the details yet, but the excitement is real, and it's something you don't want to miss. If you know how Built works, they have the most incredible protein bars in the world. And they do occasionally these amazing flavor drops with unreal flavors in a limited quantity. So mark your calendars and head to built.com this Saturday, April 22nd, to be one of the first to discover what all the hype is about. I can't wait to see what the new flavor is. I'm going to try it out. So go there on Saturday, built.com, and make sure to use the promo code Locked On 15. That's Locked On 15, and you'll get 15% off your order with Built. Welcome back to Locked On Cubs. Thanks for making us your first listen every day. And promos for this very show will soon be running during live play-by-play of Cubs games on SiriusXM. And you can catch every pitch of the Cubs hometown broadcast with SiriusXM on the SXM app by searching Cubs. Last 7 days on the North Side, or the North Siders, as they were on the road most of that time. A lot of hot performances, Sam. Wisdom 5 homers, Gomes 2 homers, Happ 4 doubles. 8 players this past week hit .333 or higher, including Seiya Suzuki, who was 7 for 20 in 5 games since returning last weekend. Also some smaller sample guys that are hot. Madrigal 4 for 10, and Terens 3 for 8 had a nice double in Wednesday's contest in Oakland. And some cold samples here. Hosmer 3 for 16, and we got 2 offers in the last 7 days. Mancini 0 for 12, and Rios 0 for 8. So that's hot and cold. But yeah, a lot on the right side. A couple on that left side there, but just a lot of good things for this club. And it's really one of the biggest surprises, I would say, in the sport is the Cubs offense.
Yeah, I think so. And they've slugged. Happ, left-handed right now, is in a zone that only a certain type of player gets to. And he doesn't. I don't think he has to worry. Oh no, he's got. I misspoke. We've got 2 lefties this weekend. I thought it was just Kershaw, but we got 2 of them. I'm going to really look hard at Ian Happ righty. I'm going to look hard at it, and I just wonder. You always wonder. If it's mid-May or early June and he's struggling righty, like would he be that worse versus lefty? I just wonder. I mean, it's so hard to.
Interesting. Yeah.
I just his swing. It just doesn't look like he's going to make many outs for. It doesn't matter if Koufax is pitching to him if he's hit lefty right now. He's
Sure.
going to put together a good AB left-handed. Right. I mean, he had a rocket double today. His second AB off that kid Miller. His first AB was a like 104 mile an hour line out double play.
Crazy.
I mean, he is seeing the ball like a grapefruit. Horner. The only guys that are struggling are the guys that are like part-timers. Mancini hasn't played in a couple days. Rios plays once a month. And it's really good. I mean, and you're right. And shout out Gomes and Barnhart.
Yep.
Tucker Barnhart how many bad at bats has he had this year?
No, very few.
I mean, he looks good.
Absolutely. He did that Saturday, the first game he played.
He looks sharp.
Yeah, he does.
He's seeing the ball well. I don't I'm almost confused.
Very good. Well, I'm excited for the tease that you had. I really would like to get to that, to be quite honest.
Well, you do what you want to do. If you want to just zoom out and kick me out, you could do that too. Because man, your hair looks so good. I got to get a haircut.
Thank you.
I wish I could match that type of energy.
Yeah, no, I feel good right now.
Yeah, that makes one of us. I haven't slept in a week.
A lot of late shows, but hey, we'll take it.
Can we record midday?
I don't think so. A lot of game coverage right now. So we're going to go through probable pitchers, first pitch times. I also have a little bit of a weather report. And of course, Sam's tease as we preview Cubs Dodgers coming up next. Today's episode is also brought to you by eBay Motors for a championship team. It's all about making sure every player is a perfect fit. It's the same when it comes to your vehicle. Every part needs to fit just right. So the next time you need parts and accessories, head to eBay Motors. With eBay Guaranteed Fit, you can be sure every part you need fits right the first time around. Just add your ride to My Garage and look for the green check to know the part will fit or your money back. Because just like in sports, confidence is the name of the game when you shop on eBay Motors. And with over 122 million parts to choose from, you'll be back in the game in no time. After all, it's easy to bring home a win when the right parts are guaranteed. Get the right parts, the right fit, and the right prices on ebaymotors.com. Let's ride with eBay Motors. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. Cubs Dodgers this weekend, round 2, after the two teams squared up last weekend. Thursday through Sunday series, a rare 4-game set, especially with the new schedule in MLB this year where everybody plays everybody. Tyone versus Grove, Smiley versus Urias, Wisniewski versus Kershaw, and Stroman versus May. First pitch time, 6:40, and then 3 in a row that are 1:20. Contest, we got a % chance of rain Thursday, Sam, 50%, but got to be warm, 65 and sunny Friday, beautiful day. And then Saturday and Sunday, cold with highs of 48 and 47 respectively.
I think Sunday. I think Sunday's Stroman Kershaw. I think Saturday's May Wisniewski.
Oh, did they switch it?
Well, Kershaw just threw Tuesday night and May through Monday night. So I would find it hard to believe.
Oh, weird. Well, that's what the MLB app has.
Yeah, I think the MLB is incorrect.
Really?
Yeah, because think about it. Kershaw threw on Tuesday.
If there's no reason why they would switch out of order.
Yeah. Kershaw threw Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
He won his 200th ball game on Tuesday, and Dustin May got knocked around on Monday.
I am going to check that out.
Well, as you check it out,
Kershaw pitched on Tuesday and shut out the Mets.
Yeah, for his 200th win.
Got it.
Congrats to him, and I'd like to say, with all due respect, I hope this is the last time we ever face him.
So it's going to be Wisniewski, May, Stroman, Kershaw.
Yes.
Okay.
Which it will be a dandy on Sunday.
That's great. Yeah.
All right. You want me to talk?
Yes.
Want me to say it?
Yes.
So the Cubs have a 7-game homestand, right? coming up.
Right.
They play the Dodgers and the Padres. Before the Mariners series on this very show, I said that this next 16-game stretch, which featured the Mariners at home, the Dodgers on the road, the A's on the road, the Dodgers at home, the Padres at home, I said it would be really nice if we could go 8-8. Well, we've already won 7.
Wow.
So scrap that. You're playing a Dodgers team this weekend in your home ballpark that is struggling. They are a game under 500. They are not the Dodgers that we're accustomed to and that I'm accustomed to watching. And this is going to be a team that they're going to have to really fix something quickly to win in the mid-90s. I'm not positive, but I think Mookie Betts is on some sort of leave or whatever, so he might not even be in the lineup tomorrow. They're banged up, but they're going to be serious about this weekend because they're in trouble. They're in trouble early. And guess who else is in trouble? The Padres. The Padres, it's very early. Trouble's a strong word, but they're another team. World Series aspirations, a couple games under 500, maybe a game or two.
Right.
They are going to be coming into Wrigley, and you're going to get their best shot early in April. I would be thrilled with a 4-3 homestand. I could live with a 3-4 homestand, but would be thrilled with a 4-3. But if the Cubs were to somehow take 3 of 4 this weekend against the Dodgers and 2 out of 3 against San Diego and win 5 out of 7,
oh my gosh,
it would be a message to the rest of the league that they are legit. And I have people in my life that are Cub fans that live out of town, but they don't live it day by day. And those people will start reaching out to me and being like, all right, what's going on here?
Sure.
Like, what's going on? Like, as a show, it is our job to, talk about every game and do our thing. It's a local show.
It really is, yeah.
And by the way, I'm hearing myself in the background. I don't know if
we're good. No, we're good.
Okay, sorry. Just giving me. I might have a little headache. If the Cubs win 5 out of 7, it'll be a national story. You will start to hear around the league murmurs of, what is this Cubs team? That's the opportunity that they have. I'm not saying that they should do it and that they're going to do it. 4-3, 3-4, I'm good. But if they win 5 out of 7, you're going to start to see this team on the national scene quickly.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, that would be that would be really impressive. 5-2.
Right.
And I know you're referencing their records.
Yeah.
And how they perform early here in April, but still 2 really quality rosters. And this is stiff competition. It really is. Even going through those matchups, and I would love if the Cubs got revenge against this Grove dude right away Thursday night.
They will hit him. Okay,
good. And you have a good read on that stuff, so thank goodness you said that.
I just don't know if Tyone's going to shut them down again.
That's true. That's true.
They're not getting shut down by the same pitcher in 5 days, or else I'm going to drive over there.
Because otherwise, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is no joke, just on the piece of paper.
Yeah.
Right. And then the Padres could swing it. So that would be outstanding. I love what you're dishing out right now.
Yeah.
Because 4-3 would still be really good.
3-4 is acceptable.
And back on my notepad in March, I think it said 3-4 in these 7. So, but times have changed.
No, it's changed.
Times have changed, and for the good, by the way.
Yeah.
So very exciting.
Right, and I just want to clarify what I'm saying. You watch our show, we live this. You know that we think the Cubs are good. Nobody else is talking about them yet.
No.
They take care of business against these 2 teams, people are going to be talking.
No question about it.
As the Sox drop another series.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button for Locked On Cubs on YouTube.
I mean, what's up with that?
And smash the like button for the algorithm on all your favorite Locked On Cubs content, Apple, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts, and streaming soon on SiriusXM. And you can drop us a text at 312.
Oh, shout out Cade Horton, by the way. Shut him out.
834-4634. That's right.
He'll be in high A very quickly.
2 just unreal starts to open his year.
Yeah, he didn't give up a hit today. It looks like that level's unmatchable for him, which is a great sign. Shout out to Cade Horton. Shout out to PCA. Shout out to Mervis. Shout out to all those guys that are balling.
And there's a ton of them balling. Alcantara too.
Yeah, they're
Casey.
Yeah, right.
And get Horton to South Bend.
No, he might get him to face the Dodgers
to get him out of the pen or something. Yeah. All right, so we'll be back for Friday's episode, recapping Game 1 of this Round 2 series, Cubs-Dodgers. Tyone v. Grove, 6:40 first pitch, and we can't wait to close out our week with you. He's Sam Olber. I'm Matt Cozy. This is Locked On Cubs.